Welcome, friends. Hope y'all doing well. Hope y'all staying out of this heat. No, it's not raining today this week. I wish we had some more rain. But anyway, I'm going to share with you, since it's so hot, it's 95 degrees here in the shade. We've got a hot spell. The humidity is so high that I bet you it's way over 105 degrees here. And you can't stand it. You're sweating just standing here. Now I'm right here. This ain't probably a half hour out of daylight. I'm trying to do this early for it's so hot. But anyway, a lot of people's asked me too, you've seen the video I made on my metal detector and how I use it, how I set it up. Well, this is a follow-up. This is what I carry in these deep woods to be mobile. I'll show you what I carry. So, let's get started. Well, guys, like I was talking about, what I carry, I want to stay mobile. Now, if you're digging somebody's yard or a park or a little playground or something where you ain't a couple hundred feet at the most from your vehicle, it's not too bad. But when I get off back what you see in my videos, I'm a mile back in the middle of nowhere by myself. So you got to be mobile and prepared a little bit. You can't carry everything. I wish you could, but you can't. You're going to wear yourself out walking, especially on these old steep ridges. That's just the way it is. So, I'll share with you what I got. You know, of course, that I use the Equinox 600 by Mind Lab. And it does me a pretty good job, real good job. This is what I carry when I'm metal detecting the deep woods. If you're new to this channel and you're just figuring out, well, what's this crazy man doing? Well, all right. Now, when I get off my four-wheeler, I try to drive back in there with my four-wheeler if I can. It saves a lot of walking. It ain't too bad in the wintertime because it's good and cool. But you can see in these videos that I've done a lot of walking in these woods. A lot of walking. But anyway, I'm going to share with you. Here's what I carry to be mobile. You want to be mobile where you can just do cover a lot of ground. The first thing it is, I've got what I carry for a 2-pouch. It's an old cheap 2-pouch here, you can see. And I've just got an old military slide pull bell here on it, and it puts on the side. It does a real good job. Real good job. And the only thing I've added to it is I've added a little old thing here to hold my pointer. Just snaps on, just a little that comes with your pointer most of the time. You can either sew it on or snap it on like I've got it here. And I've got some little things here that like where they hang a ruler on the side, you know, a measuring tape. I just put me some little clips. And I'll show you here in just a minute. Well, that's what it is. That's what I carry. It's not expensive at all. Just a little cheap 2-bell. Don't want to get a great big one. Okay? Now, the first thing, you found you a target walking in these old woods and swinging that thing. And you want to get down on your pointer, and what I use is a Garrett. I've about wore it out already. It's a Garrett Pro pointer, all terrain. It's waterproof and everything. And it'll get, you turn it on, the bigger the target, the easier it will to be pick it up. See there? That's 5 or 6 inches away. The bigger the target, the more this will pick it up. But the smaller the target, you gotta get closer. Like a coin, you gotta get within 3 or 4 inches. And that's the pointer that I use. It does a real good job. And what I do, it just goes in my pouch right here. Right there. And that little, it usually comes with a little, whatever pointer you use, everybody's got their own preference. But whatever you use usually comes with a little carry pouch you put on your side. And I just put it on my 2-bell. Easy right there. Next thing is, I found my target with my pointer. I want to dig. I use my trowel here. Well, it's not a trowel, it's a digging tool, garden tool. There it is. Simple little tool. Now, some people like to use these right here. And there's nothing wrong with these. These are fine. But I'm not digging in soft dirt in the yard. And people say, well, why don't you use a shovel, Donnie? Well, shovel's fine if you're getting this soft dirt. But where I'm at, in these big tree roots and rocks, shovel's useless. Unless you want to bring a pick with you and an axe to chop through it. So I can get down in there and pry in between them roots and rocks and find my target most of the time. This right here, you get to doing it will bend right here. I guarantee you, you get in there prying, this thing will bend. I don't care what they tell you, you'll bend this. Well, there's that. Now, that's your own preference. Everybody, you can use anything you want. But right here, this will bend too. But what I done to this one, I took a bunch of 1/4-inch steel plate, flat bar, and welded on the back of this. Reinforced it. And I done that about 2 years ago when I started. And it's been good, it won't bend. It might bend a little bit right here, but you can bend it back. That's a 1/2-inch piece of steel right there. But it won't bend and break right here like they normally do, like this one will. They'll just bend back and forth until you break them. And I've got me some little notches to pull on the roots. Well, if you pull on, you can't pull on the roots with this one. It's backwards, see? You have to push on it. This one you just pull. Well, that's what I use, and it goes right in my pouch like this right here. There it is, sitting right in my pouch. Next thing is, I found my little target like an old shotgun shell, and I want to know what it is. You can't tell, it's so old, dirty, and crusty over it. I take my little brush right here, little wire brush. You ain't going to hurt them shotgun shells. You can clean them enough in the field to read them. A little old wire brush. And what it does, on these little clips right here I got on my belt, well, there you go. That's mobile. All right. And on my belt also, when you find your target, see this little old bag? Yeah, you can buy some expensive metal detecting bags with big fancy logos on them and all that. But why do you need that out in the field when you're going to ruin it or tear it? This right here, this is a Callaway bag. You'd put over a golf club, driving club. That's all it is, with a little clip on it. And all I do is go down here. It just clips on my old ring, steel ring here. There it is. I put my fines in it. I can zip them up. It's good for little shotgun shells, little bitty fines, nails, coins especially, and little bullets, musket balls. That's what I put this stuff in. You see right there. Hangs right there on your tool belt. Okay, on my tool belt too, what I carry, when you get down to the little coin, you clean it up and you can't tell what it is, I carry this little magnifying glass right here. Little magnifying glass. It comes in handy. You can get it clean enough to read it. And it goes, I got it right here in my pouch. It sits right there in the pouch. There it is. And I also keep a little old knife. You never know when you need a little old knife. Good sharp little knife for cutting something or something comes up. It's always nice to have a little accessory like that. And it goes right here in my pouch. Slides right down here in the side in a little slot. There it is. So you're completely mobile right there on your side. And it don't weigh that much. A couple of pounds. 3 at the most. There you go. According to what you put in. And there's what I use. And of course out in the field, I always carry a Leatherman. You may have to work on something you got. It's a little old Leatherman with about 12 different little tools on it, knives. It comes in so handy. I've used it for everything. Carry that right on my belt. And of course, you get out in these old woods, I don't care if it's winter or summer or whatever, you want to carry some water. You want to stay hydrated. And all this is a little old cheap carrying pouch right there. Something I found at the Goodwill or something. And it's got a little clip on it. There's a bottle of water, regular old bottle of water. Put it in there, pull it tight. You can clip that on your belt. Mobile. Works good, mobile. And I always keep an old rag with me in my pocket. You never know, you're gonna wipe sweat off or cut yourself or something. You wanna carry an old rag with you. Especially I clean my glasses, I get sweaty. They come in handy cleaning my glasses. And, of course, guys, I carry this. People say, oh, Donnie, what are you doing carrying a firearm? Well, now, I'm not in no yard most of the time. I'm out in the middle of the wilderness most of the time with these animals. Now, these animals, don't get me wrong. You don't bother them, they won't bother you. But you never know. I'm worried about the two-legged animals. You don't know who's in these woods. I'm telling you. I've had cameras stolen. I've caught people poaching and everything. So you don't know who's in these woods watching you. And all this is, what I carry is a simple 9mm pistol, semi-automatic pistol. Slips right on my side. I carry it right here. Just snaps right in. So when you're out in these woods, you're on your own. There ain't no calling for help. Yeah, you might call for help on your phone if you get a signal, but they may be hours away. What's going to happen in that amount of time? So you want to be able to protect yourself at all times. This is a necessity. I believe in carrying. There's too many crazy people out there in the world today, and you know it as good as well as I do. So that's what I carry. Now, in the wintertime, a good thing you want to carry, you see out in these woods when I'm out in the winter, you always want to carry a boggin on your head, an orange boggin, some kind of orange vest if you want to. But I put on an orange boggin. So if you're out here in the woods and there's some hunter, they can recognize that you're not game. But some of them don't care nowadays. But anyway, that's what I wear in the wintertime, some orange. Make sure you do when you're out in these woods, especially hunting season, wear some orange. It could save your life. And always, right here in the summertime, this is what I use. Now you'll still get ticks on you, no matter what you do, but they won't stay on you. They won't bite you unless they get under your clothes somewhere where they don't spray. And I have had that happen too. But I can't guarantee you can't get ticks on you, but this is sure help. I spray myself down to where my clothes is wet before I go out. Just simple backwoods cutter. You can get different brands, different stuff. You can either buy stuff online where you could wash your clothes in it and it'll stay on it for a lot of washings to repel ticks and stuff. But that's what I use. You just want to spray it around a little bit of your loose skin. I make a mist in the air and let it fall on my neck and my arms. But it helps a lot. It keeps 99% of them off of you. But they do get on you. Of course, I don't use them very often. Keep you a pair of good gloves for you get some sharp objects. It comes in handy. A pair of gloves. And the boots I wear an old pair of, whatever you do, don't wear no steel-toe boots. I went in a cave here, you can see it in an old video a couple of years ago, and took steel-toe boots with me. Well, hell will mess your mind up on a metal detector. You'll forget about it and you'll dig and you're just picking up your boots. So that's a big mistake right there. Don't go metal detecting with steel-toe boots. I use a pair of boots, you see these right here. These military issue boots. They do a good job and they're insulated. Keep my feet good and warm, and they keep them pretty cool too. So that's what I use. And I say, guys, you want to be mobile in these woods, and you want to watch for snakes and make sure you know what the difference is between a poisonous and a non-poisonous snake. If you see a snake, just avoid it, back off from it. But you never know, you may be down there digging, there may be one right there under the leaves or a log that you didn't know, and he comes out on you. So, best to know what kind of snakes you're up against. So there you go. Biggest problem I ever scares me to death is a yellow jacket's nest. You get in one of them, it's take off a running time, and they'll eat you up. I don't care if you got what kind of spray you got on. They'll eat you up. So that's what I carry in the woods, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Well, guys, here it is. You're light and mobile, ready to do some digging in these deep old ridges or off in these remote farms and stuff. You can see here, easy to walk, easy to carry. Got your water with you. Got your carry with you. And you just take off digging. Now, good note too, guys, when you get off in these woods, know where you're at. And the best thing is let somebody at all times know, if you're by yourself, where you're at. So if something happens, somebody can come looking for you. And it's really good to have a working cell phone where you can call for help. So I hope you enjoyed, guys. Y'all take care, and I'll see you next time.